People have been particularly keen on social distancing and all the jargon surrounding it. You know, well, with the recent events of this year, which is fine and all. Stay safe, everyone. But I cannot believe that this is what it takes for people to finally have an inkling of an idea that, wow, maybe I shouldn't be standing so close to this other guy and mind my own space. I find myself outside occasionally, you know, buying the essentials. Maybe you're a little clumsy while you take a step back and trip behind you and then there's nothing. You don't bump into anyone. Whoa. There's a lot of space around me right now. I feel lonely. It has been too long since I went outside where I haven't been playing real-life pinball, bumping and tumbling against everyone like a fucking sack of potatoes. I understand people have been really focused on the negatives, but hear me out. Look at all this space around you. Who said this distancing thing had to be a one-time thing? 2 meters forever, baby. It's all about permanent physical distancing now, and I have devised an ingenious plan to make sure it stays this way. Introducing the 2-seat rule. What was that? You don't know what the 2-seat rule is? Well, I don't either, but I'll make it up as I go anyways. The 2-seat rule maximizes the amount of space between individuals so that ideally, everyone has one person worth of space between them. The 2-seat rule, TM, will solve all the world's crises. Increases in divorce rate? Happy couples for eternity. The world's failing economy? Maybe. Global warming? Bam! Gone. Courtesy of the 2-seat rule. I live by this rule, and if you want to bother me in public without so much as making a peep, then just sit right next to me. I already don't like you. The only time the 2-seat rule should be broken is if all other possible seats are taken. I won't like it, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'd have to be a monster to not let you sit down. But it is a sin for you to sit next to an individual before all available spaces are taken. The classroom and lecture halls, among places, are the greatest offenders for violating the 2-seat rules. Listen, I get it. Late to class, you want to sit down somewhere quickly, you don't want to move around the class, so you sit anywhere you can. Fine. But now when you come to class early, do a full radar scan and decide you want to sit directly next to me. I remember it clear as day, some dingus in my lecture decides to sit directly next to me when there's so many other vacant lonely seats. Like, I'm gonna sit next to that guy so I can ruin his day. Well, congratulations. It worked. Alright, fine. Just sit next to me, there's really nothing I can do about it. I could sit somewhere else, but that's just more work. You got me. Good one. Sick prank. It had to be during my 3-hour lecture, but whatever. No problem, right? Well, much like everything in my life, I had to be wrong about this too. Every itty-bitty minute motion this moron produced made the table shake like a goddamn jackhammer, and boy did he move. Swerving his chair left and right, leaning forward on the table, then leaning back, then leaning forward again, stretching every 10 minutes. Don't touch me! Make up your mind. He was one of those people who took notes by hand as well, so whenever he made a mark, he was creating magnitude 10 earthquakes localized directly on my table. Breaking the 2-seat rule is bad enough as it is, but the least you could do is be a little mindful of the person sitting next to you. It's the worst during exam times, especially that odd time when your professor decides, hey, I have an amazing idea, let's write our exam in our own lecture rooms, so that everyone will have to sit right next to each other. Ingenious! Doesn't help that everyone's a walking, talking time bomb at this point, with nothing more than pure unfiltered coffee and adrenaline coursing through their veins. All that anxiousness gets swept into the exam room, and then amalgamates into an explosive force of nature. As if I don't already have enough trouble filling in the damn Scantron bubbles. Realistically, the 2-seat rule is just a me thing, cause I'll admit, I like to move around a lot when I'm sitting, and I also hate it when strangers touch me. Also, I'm needy and unreasonably aggressive. But why wouldn't you want to sit somewhere where you have more space? What were the thought processes that led you to believe that the optimal seat is right next to me? What sacred bounty is bestowed upon you from sitting in this one specific spot that you can't get way over there? You sitting next to me means that my open space, which should be allotted for moving around, is occupied, and I am therefore obligated to sit still. The 2-seat rule applies anywhere. Doctor's office, benches, cafes, libraries, buses? Have I told you about buses yet? After a long day, nobody wants anyone to sit next to them. You so much as graze me with your arm and I will erase you from the face of the earth. The buses I take have these ingenious 3-row seats that sit perpendicular to all the other seats. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with that, you want to sit or need to sit on those pinnacles of innovation, you initiate the seating order by sitting on the left or the right, not in the goddamn middle. By virtue of the rule, you have robbed another person of the seat and you are violating the 2-seat rule. Hey, no it doesn't. Shut up! It's my rule and I can change how I see fit. Reality bends to my will. I call it the 2-seat rule, but in actuality it's just the don't be a dingus and be a little mindful of where you situate yourself and how that affects other people rule. Make space! Oh hey, well that was fun. Yeah, this is kind of like the first official video for the channel. I kind of did this on a little whim, and I don't know what else I'm going to do with this channel, honestly, but I hope you enjoyed the video, whether it was because you know what I'm going through, or you just like seeing a petty, spiteful man be bothered about the most minuscule of issues. Feel free to comment about what you liked, or hated about the video. Any feedback would be great. But hopefully by the time you watch this, I have more than one video posted on this channel, so you can check out the other ones as well. If not, well, yeah, I don't know.